Alright. How are things sounding? Alright. Sounds okay for now. We'll keep it. Hello, I'm Boxcat. We're here playing Twisted Wonderland. We're doing the Halloween event, the Nightmare Before Christmas one. We started it last week. But then there was like a bunch of lessons I needed to do, so I did that off stream. But I've done all that, so we're ready to continue through book 1. I think book 2 is actually out now. So I'll probably have to stop again and do lessons for that. So we'll go tonight as far as we can. Regarding, you know, lessons and battery life. I forgot to charge my phone, so it's at like 50%. But yes, we will do that tonight. Anyway, I hope everyone's been good. What else? I don't know. But yes. That's the plan for tonight. I'm sorry if I end up getting sleepy, or, you know, I'm sorry. Give me a sec. Earlier, my phone's like, hey, you should save battery life and put your screen out time at 1 minute. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I'm realizing here, like, I let it sit for more than 1 minute. I'm like, this isn't gonna work. We'll do 5. There we go. Let's try that. Alright. Also lock that in. I also just noticed Twisted Wonderland has a wider screen than, like, all my other games. I think I need to make a little overlay thing specifically for, like, when I play Twisted Wonderland. Yeah, I noticed that just as I was setting up, and I'm like, oh. I had the sudden urge to go and, like, make one and fix it, but I was due to stream in like 2 minutes, so I'm like, that's not what's happening. Shit. Oh yeah, I'll need to make sure I get on that. I mean, the black bars are okay, but I don't know. It looked nicer if it's the full thing, but I don't want, like, parts of the edge to be cut off. But yeah, anyway. You make sure your camera angle's alright. Push us back a little bit. It's cold this week. It's gotten really cold. I hate it. I don't like the cold. Anyway, let's get into this. So I believe we had just we had just arrived at the graveyard in Halloween Town, if I recall, and I think it kind of was implying we're about to meet Jack Skellington. So I think that's where we are at. I haven't drunk enough water today. Anyway, let's go in. We are chapter 9. How many chapters are in this? No. I'm gonna do something real quick. I never remember what the settings on my OBS audio are for the things per, like, what was streaming. So, I don't know. That way I don't have to do this. That way I can stop doing this. Because one, there's like a gap of time between what the Twitch receives and what I say. And two, it makes me extremely self-conscious and I just want to shut the stream off. So I need to fix that. Make it easier so I can just, you know, adjust the settings per heck, why am I hearing nothing? Oh, it's okay. Okay, there we go. He's picky. But yeah, I'm the idea is to take a picture of the screen so I can see, okay, on this day, on this stream, I have the settings this way, and it sounded alright. Because for whatever reason, what I hear on stream when I'm monitoring doesn't always equal what I hear in the VOD. So I need to kind of cross-reference if I want to just skip this monitoring part entirely, which would be nice. So that's a plan. We'll see if I go through with it, if I remember to go through with it. But yes, that's why I did that. Anyway, chapter 9. Yeah. And on the big screen too. Here we go, Spiral Hill. I think I showed you last stream, but I made a cake of a... Was it last stream? I think it was. I made a Nightmare Before Christmas themed cake, where I made the spiral mountain and the moon and all this stuff. That was tough. What's this? What's this? Sarah, I think we have some new visitors. We're just gonna see a skeleton here and we're beginning to, what the fuck? Who's there? It couldn't be. Who am I, you ask? It is him! I'm the Master of Fright, ruler of the night. People cower at my name of the Pumpkin King. Yes, it is I. Jack Skellington! It's like... Oh god, Edius hears him, he's gonna be like screaming, he's like, ah! They're all gonna be screaming. A talking skeleton? Come on, that's a natural reaction. We've seen weird things up to this point, but this is pretty weird. Mister. Mister. Or at least Grim's screaming. A talking skeleton! What in the world? Leona's like, I never in my day have I seen such a thing. A skeleton? A ghost? No, a fae? No, just a skeleton. There are no such fae. He's clearly a monster. He's so skinny. He's skin and bone. Literally. Actually, no skin. He's just bone. Is that a dog with a glowing nose? A dog? That's a dog. It has ears and it barks. That makes it a dog, doesn't it? Okay, Christmas we're gonna have, like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Although that's not a Disney brand, so maybe not. But since we have this, it would not be a surprise if they had something like that. That is not out of the realm of possibility. Although it's not under the Disney brand, so they can't use it. But if it was, that would not be out of the realm of possibility for Twisted Wonderland. Actually, if you look closer, its nose is a pumpkin. And it has no legs. Did I ever realize that? The pumpkin nose? Is that canon? I thought the nose is red. I swear the nose was like red or something. Am I tripping? No. It's see-through. Oh, but that means I can't pet it. I can't give the puppy pets. That's sad. Is this real? Are you Jack Skellington himself? You know who I am? Of course I do! Well, someone's excited. It's like, I'm your biggest fan! I even dress like you! Actually, he probably is, that now I think about it. Yeah, that would make sense. Sir! Jack Skellington. I've known that illustrious name my whole life. Maybe you have, but I'm drawing a total blank. I've never seen or heard anyone call Jack Skellington before. Me neither. And I'm sure I've never seen a monster like this. Deplorable. Master Skellington, please be patient with these uneducated individuals. We go to Night Raven College, excuse me? We are plenty educated. I mean, I could probably question, you know, the quality of education at Night Raven, because, you know, I don't trust Crowley to, you know, have a good educational program. It'd be, like, on top of it. But, you know, we are educated. Excuse me, uneducated? He's like, I study my whole life. Literally. I am the most educated you will meet. Scully, you're actually familiar with this guy? Anyway, absolutely, he's my idol. Oh, pardon me. I got a bit carried away there. I should start with a more fundamental question. Are any of you familiar with Halloween? Certainly. It would be strange if we didn't, if we weren't. Okay, yeah, background music does need to be turned all the way up. There we go, that's more distinct. Now that I did that, let me do this. Alright. Continuing on. Of course we know what Halloween is. Where are you from? Does that really merit shouting over? Everyone in our group is well acquainted with it. We've experienced multiple traumatic incidences on Halloween. We are quite acquainted with it. My goodness, that's fantastic! I'll skip to the main point then. Believe it or not, Jack Skellington here is the king of Halloween. He's the legendary figure responsible for creating the Halloween I love so dearly. Right you are. I'm the Pumpkin King, the master of frights and king of Halloween. I'm flattered you know who I am. Oh my goodness. How deeply you humble me with your words. You're the great man who created Halloween. I'm beyond honored to have the privilege of meeting you in person. How elegantly they bow back and forth. Yes, their gestures are flawless. Not that this is the time for any of that, of course. No etiquette, why not? I was about to say, there's never not a time and place for etiquette, but I guess we're kind of modern age, so it is a little weird. But, I mean... let them do them. Let them be them. Hey, have you ever heard of this ruler of Halloween guy? No. I have no recollection of anyone by that name of Jack Skellington. The King of Halloween, the Master of Frights, the Pumpkin King. These titles are all quite new to me. Okay, so I had this theory that Scully was actually from like a different time period from where we are. Because he explained that he got sucked into the book in a similar manner, like at a book fair. But I think the book fair had said it's been a tradition for like a long time, so maybe he got sucked in. I was thinking maybe he got sucked into the book during like one of the first like book fair festival things back when it started, which for all I know could be like 90 years previous to this. So that was originally my theory. But the Halloween thing is making me... When was Halloween? When was Halloween turned into an actual holiday? I know that would be it. I don't know. I'm not sure if they even come from the same world anymore. But yeah, okay, you know, it's giving me a little something different to work with and think about. Likewise, for the record. Ditto. Halloween, the 31st of October, is the one day of the year when ghosts come back from the afterlife. It's when the living dress up as ghosts and throw a grand welcome for our spectral visitors. Everyone in Twisted Wonderland knows that much. You know, except for us, you know, a couple years ago. 1 year ago? I guess it would be 1 year ago. How far are we in, like... What grade are we in? Or what year? How long have we been attending? Because Ghost on Halloween, that wasn't normal back where we come from. But nowhere in any of the associated lore is there a single mention of a name Jack Skellington to be found. As much of a shame it is to say, it's not surprising none of you have heard of him. Oh, okay. Legends about Mr. Skellington are only passed down in a relatively small geographical region. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, that changes things. And where is that? My hometown. And where's that? That's way beyond relatively small. It's a little burg in a foggy valley. In what country? Need a little more info here, Scully. Everyone there loves Halloween, and holds its creator in the highest esteem. You mean me? Absolutely. I'm no exception, of course. I love you and Halloween more than anything in the world. He's the guy who, like, totally, completely decks out his house on Halloween, isn't he? He's won best Halloween spooky decor in the neighborhood for, like, 10 years in a row. Okay, maybe not 10, but, like, he's won it multiple times. For sure. At school, I tell people stories about you and Halloween. And nobody would believe me. Simpletons, a lot of them. I'm still quite cross about it. That explains why you wanted to avoid talking about your school. Oh, but now I get to meet Mr. Skellington in the flesh, so to speak. Am I dreaming? If I am, I hope I never wake up. It's more of a nightmare than a dream in my estimate. Oh, the skeleton is really moving. It's not illusion magic, right? It's a real, actual skeleton? Stop calling him a skeleton! He has a name. Call him Mr. Skellington. And it still sounds like skeleton, so... Oh, please, just call me Jack. Everyone in town does. Okay, that's why Jack isn't in this, because it would be confusing which Jack was Jack. Hey, Jack. Yes? Town? There's a town here? Of course. Where are you folks from? We're from Sage's Island. Actually, maybe it's better if I say we're from Twisted Wonderland. Twisted Wonderland? Never heard of it. Scully? I mean, if Scully's heard of it or not, that would answer my question of, you know, if he's from our world or not, so I'd like that, please. You've never heard of it? That's impossible. Why, that would mean this place is... It couldn't be, could it? Yeah, it's what I feared. The worst possible case scenario. We're not in Twisted Wonderland anymore. We're not? I mean, you know, it's highly unlikely. Because we've surely taken geography, and I'm pretty sure we would remember if there was a place like this on the map. Also, we came here through a hole in a tree, so, you know, that's another thing. Alright, but I guess we're going into town now? Alright. If we're not in Twisted Wonderland, then where are we? How should I know? Between that forest, those doors, and the skeleton, it's clear we're in a place that defies what we consider common sense. You do remember the previous Halloween event? Not the masquerade, but one before that? You know, where we were in different dimensions and there was the ghost who wanted to throw the party or something like that? And then they were all like their minds are taken over by the ghost or something, and remember that? That defined common sense. I'm just saying, we already experienced that. You were there. is it, human? Oh. This is just like an isekai transmigration light novel plot. Am I the protagonist? The one who summoned us here is gonna show up and tell us to fight the evil overlord and save the kingdom. I'm telling you, that always happens. I wouldn't be surprised. We gotta watch out, because you never know whether the summoner is telling the truth or trying to trick the hero. Stop prattling on about such nonsense. Oh no, my liege. What's happening? I fear King Scholar has surmised rightly. I sense no magic from Skellington or the area. Yet something that should by all right be immobile in silence is standing before us, chatting happily away. It would seem the book has sent us to a world separate from our own. My ward! Then what will become of you? In the Briar Valley? This is absolutely wonderful! What a fortuitous turn of events. Or fortuitous. Fortuitous? There's nothing fortunate about this. We have to get back to school. I'm gonna miss my test I have tomorrow. It would be the end of the world if that happened. We certainly do. Jack, we'd like to return to where we came from. Do you know any way to leave this place? What do you mean, leave? I'm afraid you're losing me. Oh, you want to leave the hill? That's not what he meant. We're not from here, but we want to leave. We want to leave this world. Do you know how to get out? We're gonna have to end up asking, like, Oogie Boogie for directions or something. No, we're gonna end up fighting Oogie Boogie. We're gonna end up being the heroes that have to fight the evil overlord, Oogie Boogie. And it's gonna be right on plot to Edia's whole thing. He can cross that off his list of experiences. In that case, let me show you my town. Really? You do that? Certainly. Everyone in town loves a good time. They welcome you with open arms. Oh god, this is gonna go great. Because honestly, Jack Skellington, out of the townspeople, he's one of the least scary. The mayor with, like, the face that, like, turns around. Yeah, that's... Someone here is gonna be traumatized. I don't know who, but someone is bound to be. Probably Grim. And who knows? Maybe you fellows can help solve the problem that's been plaguing me. What trouble? Now then, follow me. I'll lead the way. Come on, Zero. Arf, arf. No. He reaches his own conclusion and promptly marches off toward it. That's a rather pushy way of doing things. Scully was all too happy to run along with him. What should the rest of us do, though? That's the question, huh? Who would follow that Skellington? It's beyond suspicious. I can't risk that endangering Malleus. I will agree there, yeah. Like, if you were in their situation, you didn't know who Jack Skellington was, would you be willing to follow him? A being that you've never seen before? At the very least, I feel like you'd be hesitant. I think we're way beyond debating things being suspicious at this point. That said, I'm with Sebek on this. We should proceed with caution. You think so? If there's a town here, that means that there are people as well. We could use all the intel we can gather. You are just enjoying the ride and you know it. He's like, oh yes, I'm having a grand time. I think we should visit the town. We're not gonna make any progress just huddling in place. I think we need to split up. I know splitting up is usually not the best decision, but it feels like what's gonna happen. I'm not suggesting we huddle in place. I simply believe we should think this through carefully. What if we blithely stride beyond enemy lines and disaster befalls us? There's bravery and then there's recklessness. True. Sebek makes a sound case. You know, at this point, I think Jack Skellington's like too far for us to even see, so can we even find him? Although there's probably only one way out of the graveyard, so, you know. Actually, never mind. The way to town is probably pretty obvious. Everyone's making decent points, but we just don't have enough to go off of to decide one way or another. What say we put our course of action to a vote? That would make things fair. True. I doubt any amount of debating will arrive at a conclusion that all of us find satisfactory. See, I told you they're gonna split up. Wait, all of us? 1, 2, 3... Oh gosh, someone's gone. Hold on. We're missing someone. Is it Grim? It's Grim. There's something small tumbling. Grim, what have you gotten yourself into? He's just over there on the hill like, whirling down. Oh, he's being chased by Zero. Like, play with me. No. Help! The see-through dog keeps sniffing at me. It's creeping me out. Stay back. Grim, what is he doing? The dog's chasing him. Considering Jack is the dog's owner, Grim's bound to end up herded after him and Scully. Yeah, running is... Although I don't know what... At least run toward me, okay? At least run toward me, toward us. And I can pick you up safe... Well, no. Zero can float, so never mind. I was gonna say, we can put him on a safe place on our shoulder. But Zero... Ghost. He can float. But at least he won't be somewhere far away where we can't reach, or where we have to run after. I'm not sure telling him that is helpful right now. Maria's run after Grim. I don't think we have time to vote. After them. I'm sorry. Are we gonna meet Sally too and the professor? Probably. I wonder how, though. Why am I the only one he's licking? Does can he even lick? Isn't he a ghost, so wouldn't his tongue also be, like, transparent? How is he feeling him lick? He's taken quite a shine to you, Grim. I'm green with envy. Grim! Why do you always run away? Maria, get this dog off of me! I thought we were gonna lose you guys back there. Jack has a markedly long stride. It was quite difficult to catch up. Wonderful! You're all here! Welcome to Halloween Town! We can get that. This is Halloween. Da, 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 da. Wait, why does the fountain look like that one guy from Monsters, Inc.? Is it just me who sees that? And then there's Kitty Cat over there. It's real. How many times have I dreamed of coming to Halloween Town? The silence, the desolation, the somberness. It's beautiful. It's every bit as perfect as I imagined. Like, there's a lot of gray here. It's dark. That too, yeah. It's scary. Oh, thank goodness. At least some of us have reasonable reactions to this. What a tacky town square. I've heard of Brutus looks, but this is ridiculous. There's a bunch of scary tools I don't even know how anyone would use. This is creepier than Pomfio's basement. What? Oh, now... What are you doing down there, Bill? Are you guys like performing satanic rituals to get like perfect skin or something? Do I want to know what they're doing down there? There? Oh no, actually, it's probably like a lab for Bill to like make his poisons and stuff. I never really thought of what that place would look like. The atmosphere is positively frightening. It reminds me of Ramshackle Dorm. Wow. Wow. Look, I'm trying here, Jade, okay? I can only do so much with what I have. It's not that bad. It's okay to give Jade the third degree if you're angry, you know? There are jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. Is it like this all year round? It's certainly eerie enough to live up to its name. Oh, who do you think it is? Do you think it's, the mayor or the professor? Hmm. I'm gonna go with the mayor. I guess let's see. Where have you been, Jack? I've been looking all over for you. Huh? Ah. Oh, it's Sally. Sally! Okay, I guess this would ease them into, like, the creepiness of the residents. I found some visitors and was just escorting them into town. We have visitors? First a scary skeleton, now this! It's just a lady. She has... some things happened. Don't judge. A patchwork doll? That speaks! Is it magic? Seemingly not. It's a being just as mysterious as Jack himself. Are you by any chance Miss Sally? Yes, that's my name. You know who I am? I most certainly do! They say you serve as a central pillar of Halloween Town with your wits and sensibility. Moreover, the potency of your feelings for Jack moves any soul. You are positively adored among the people of my village. Potency? Oh my. You must be the visitors Jack mentioned. Welcome to Halloween Town. It's a pleasure. Likewise. I'm not going to say outwardly, I'm just scared to shake hands, but just, you know, a nice, polite little bow or something. You're very sweet. I can tell from the way you shake hands. Oh, we are? Okay, well, it's fine. I've heard tales of your intelligence, Miss Sally. It's an honor to speak with you in person like this. Intelligence, hmm? Excuse me, Sally? We're from a place called Twisted Wonderland. Have you heard of it? Twisted Wonderland. I can't say that I have. I'm sorry, I wish I could give you a better answer. It's fine, Sally. We needn't trouble ourselves with little things. These are not little things, sir. We cannot stay here forever. Little thing? How is what's happening to us right now a little thing? We're essentially grasping at straws at the moment. Miss Sally, is there any direction you can point us in? Anyone who might know something? Or any literature that might provide a hint? We'll take anything you can offer. Perhaps there's something in the doctor's books. Or a door somewhere in town. Books? A door? Please tell us more. Hold on, slow down. I'd love to help you find your way back home, but I'm afraid we have our hands full at the moment. That's not my problem, okay, sir? Look, if you just need help putting decorations up, sure. But if you need help, like, taking something back from Oogie Boogie, I'm out. No. After all, there are but scant few days until Halloween. What? It's that soon? You bet it is. Though I'm afraid we're still working out plans for this year's celebrations. It's just that I've grown so tired of the same old routine. So I've been puzzling over how to make Halloween more exciting ever since things wrapped up last year. You've been puzzling over it for a whole year? That sounds rough. Okay, so we're not historic. I guess you could say historic, but like, or time-wise, we are arriving at a time before Jack has discovered, what's it called? Christmas Town? The door to Christmas? That's what it's sounding like at the very least. Yes, which is where you come in. I'd like for all of you to join in this year's festivities with us. Huh? What? Yeah, no. No. I want to go home. Glad we always get ourselves into situations like this. Why can't things be easy and like, oh yeah, door's right over there. Have a nice day. Bye. You folks came from somewhere outside Halloween Town, right? You must know all kinds of neat things I've never heard of. My curiosity is piqued. What would you say to offering some ideas to how to run Halloween this year? Once Halloween has ended, I'll be happy to help you find a way home. Hey, Jack. Wait, no. I don't want to mix you up with the pup in my dorm. Hey, Skellington. Is that a threat? A threat? Far from it. I'm tired of menacing people anyway. I wasn't asking about your personal taste. Oh, this is splendid. I can already tell this year's Halloween is gonna be something special. We didn't say yes! Isn't this exciting, Sally? I suppose. Jack's back to that habit of his. Look at him rejoicing. The things we're saying are going in one ear and out the other. He must be the type who easily gets caught up in their own ideas. I actually get to spend Halloween in Halloween Town? Talk about a miracle. This must be my purpose in life. You could stay here, Scully. He's probably gonna end up staying here, to be honest. I have a feeling he is gonna stay here at the end. Because it was sounding like he wasn't very fond of the people at the school. And he would have to go back to school. Like, it didn't sound like he had many connections back there. So I have a feeling he's just gonna end up staying here. There's no doubt in my mind. I was born into this world for this exact moment. Mr. Skellington, I would be beyond delighted to assist you. Jack's not the only one caught up in the moments. This guy's not hearing a word we say either. The two of them seem to be on the same wavelength. And not in a good way. Cool for them, I guess. But I'd appreciate it if they did it somewhere far away from me. What do we do here? Let's look away. At least let's start. Let's try to look for our own way back. And if we can't, then we will resort to working with Jack. Like, I was just at a book fair. I was planning to go home right after. I didn't sign up for this. I think that's a better idea, Maria. He's taking advantage of our plight to demand assistance. That's clearly extortion. Who would ever yield to such cowardly threats? We should find a way back ourselves. It's only 3 days. Hardly the blink of an eye, in the grand scheme of things. Personally, I think it would be more expedient to help him and get his help in return. Wow, that was quite the switch. I couldn't agree more, sir. At least, okay, it's who he is. It's a hassle, but I don't see any way around it. Let's just help Skellington out. Well, this is a surprise. I thought you'd balk at the idea even more than the rest of us. It's the most efficient option. I'm just picking the path of least resistance. I want to get Halloween over with and get back to school and go to bed. Mood. Honestly, I don't do much on Halloween anymore now that I'm adult. I can't go trick-or-treating or anything. And honestly, I'm kind of an introvert, so I don't really go out. And I don't really know a lot of people. So I don't have anyone to go out with. So I don't go out on Halloween. So I literally just stay home. So yeah, I guess I'll decorate the house. I'll have candy, but that's about it. It's just another day for me at this point. Except people, you know, ring my doorbell and, like, beg me for treats. But yeah, it's like... The plan was to hand out candy until 8, turn on a movie, get cozy on the couch, and, you know, go to sleep. Yeah, I'm with Leona here. I just mood. Yeah. You'll be contributing ideas as well. Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. With all of us working together, I'm sure we can make this a fantastic Halloween. Is Scully the badger Leona was talking about? I don't know if I'd call him a badger, but this giddy demeanor can be rather grating. Halloween seems to be all he ever talks about. For all I know, it may be all he ever thinks about. No kidding. He also has been staring at Jack this whole time. He must have been really happy to meet him. He wasn't kidding about looking up to him. It's kind of frightening, actually. He's saying this right next to Sebek. I mean, at least Sebek doesn't... Okay, I was like, gonna say, at least Sebek doesn't dress up like Mally's, but they're in the same dorm, they wear the same uniform, so I guess kind of he does. At least he doesn't wear horns on his head or something. At least he doesn't go it that far. Now that I'm here, now that I'm with Jack Skellington of all people, I can have the best Halloween ever. Thank you all for chipping in. I should introduce you all to the folk in town. Jack, I've been looking for you. Hmm? Oh, now it's there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the part with the head turn always creeped me out, honestly. When I was a kid watching the movie. Even now, a little bit. It's just weird. Uncomfortable. There's the mayor now. I'm so glad I found you. I don't know what I would have done if you disappeared on us. Oh, we got some triangular guy in a funny hat. Yet another oddball. Honestly, the shock factor is worn off on me at this point. We need to talk about Halloween, and soon. What if we're not ready? You've got perfect timing, actually. Call a town meeting, and I'll tell everyone about it. When? Immediately. What, no one's gonna scream at that? Someone's gonna have a reaction to that. You can't be that numb to it this fast. Can you? Alright, we'll go as far as we can with these. And then I'll have to do some lesson grinding. I'll have to really get into it. Town meeting! Town meeting! Come to the town hall at once! I was hoping we'd avoid a hassle. And instead, we're stuck in some ridiculous best Halloween ever meeting with the whole town. You decided this. Do Skellington and the mayor really have to make a giant production out of this? It's nothing new. We hold meetings like this all the time in Halloween Town. Everyone wants to hear what Jack has to say. Dude, I can't imagine a worse place to live than somewhere where they have constant meetings. Jack's calling the shots anyway. Can't he just use email updates? I don't think they have email here, Idia. He's like, there's no computers here? This is truly hell. If Skellington can issue orders to city officials, I suppose it's true that he's a ruler here. Oh yes, and Jack always has the best ideas. He's wonderful, really. Sally? There you are. Oh no. Must you keep sneaking out? I've been looking everywhere for you. Doctor. You're not ready for so much excitement. Dude, let her live. Let her live. You're coming with me. No, let go. Some guy with a shiny bald head just dragged Sally off. Did she say he was a doctor? Everyone we meet in this town is stranger than the last. Speaking of which, those strange creatures filling in must be the townfolk. Oh wait, that's... Speaking of which, those strange creatures filling in must be the townfolk. An odd-faced clown, a wolfman, a one-eyed monster, a giant man with an axe on the back of his head, something with sharp fangs and glowing red eyes, something else with snakes for fingers and spiders in its hair. No, especially the spiders. I don't like spiders. This is scary. None of us are batting an eye. I am! We get to announce our idea for the best Halloween ever in front of Mr. Skellington in all of Halloween Town. I don't know how to describe the joy I'm feeling. I could kiss all of you right now. Calm down. They're like, if you do, you die. Don't you dare. Your loss. Oh dear. I'm running out of Valium. Might I trouble you for more? What's Scully writing? He's noting down all of the Halloween ideas, his plans, as it were. Why would anyone take notes when they ain't got class? What a weirdo. Not everyone's like you. No, notes aren't a bad thing. They're actually very useful. My Google Documents is a mess because I take so many notes of things. There's nothing wrong with a bit of ardor. True. We should compile some ideas of our own, even if we don't necessarily write them down. I suspect we're all going to be on the same page when it comes to making the best Halloween ever, though. True. There is not one of us who doesn't hold Halloween in high regard, after all. Oh, what exceptional taste in holidays you have! I am so immensely grateful. You are a far cry from the people at my school. Halloween's the most special day of the year. It's obvious what the best way to spend it is. For sure. Since you're already on fire scribbling those notes, we can probably let you handle that part. You humble me deeply. I can't wait to discuss Halloween more with you all. I'm positively counting down the minutes. What a lovely time it will be. Okay, calm down. He's very excited, isn't he? How does everyone else spend Halloween? Everyone, listen. I've made a most peculiar discovery. Something to tantalize my brain. Why, I found visitors from a world unlike ours. I mean, like, unlike anything I've ever seen. Or unlike anything we've ever seen? Yes, it's called Twisted Wonderland. What's a Twisted Wonderland? I bet everyone who lives there is all twisted and nuts. No, we just have special brains. Not everyone, but it's also just a name. Where did the name come up from with, like, historically in-game? Maybe their faces are all jumbled up. No, maybe they're all super mean. Oh, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. They're taking weird ideas about our world and running with them. You think? I'm not sure they're all wrong. Allow me to introduce you to our esteemed Twisted Wonderland guests. That's bright. Oh gosh, no. These are the creatures from Twisted Wonderland? Jeez Louise, they're really gawking at us. We're like some unique thing being put on display. These guys are all giving me the creeps. I'm kind of scared. Heep. They're making me nervous. I've never been good on stages. I get stage fright. That's why I never signed up for the drama club. Indeed, I wonder, could we ever live up to the expectations of our Halloween town hosts? Greetings, one and all. My name is Scully J. Graves, and Skellington, monsters et al. As you've heard, we are here from Twisted Wonderland. You'd best remember that. More importantly, those in back, listen. Those in front, behold, this is the great and powerful Malleus. Yeah, knew it. For this is the great Malleus Draconia. He is someone the likes of you would ordinarily never have the privilege of meeting. Prostrate yourselves upon the ground and weep at the fortune visited upon you this day. This isn't uncommon. Let him do his bits. See what I tell you? That's a mean expression right there. I normally take issue with that, but his rude behavior seems to be well received. Would you look at that? Zebek lived up to their expectations without needing any help from the rest of us. You're a very passionate fellow, aren't you, Zebek? I can't help but feel a certain kinship. See this, folks? These people would tell us about a kind of Halloween we've never seen before. What say we get their inputs on how to liven things up this year? Alright. Without further ado, let's hear from our Twisted Wonderland visitors. What, in your opinion, would be the best Halloween ever? So how are we? I wonder how we're gonna get to the whole. Are we even gonna touch on the whole like Christmas Town thing at all? I mean, if we do, if that is gonna be part of the story here in this event, then I'm gonna guess our characters are gonna want to troll the residents and be like, and explain how Christmas is, and they're gonna go with the idea or something. It'll go something like that, or we'll follow the original story and somehow we'll end up in the Christmas tree world. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess that's as far as we can go. Well, maybe it's 20 lessons for this one, right? Okay, was it any lesson? Is it any lesson? I'm gonna guess it's any lesson. Because I do want to finish the alchemy lessons, too. For the bingo board thing. Let's choose a no trade. And we'll do the skip. Actually, let's let it go for the first time, and then we'll let it skip. So we'll let that go. So yeah, I wonder how this rest of the story is gonna progress. Like I said, are we gonna end up trying to troll them and listing the decor for like Christmas? But if they actually do answer the question seriously, what do you think they'd like? What ideas do you think they'd offer? I'm trying to think, I wonder, like, what do they find scary? Rowley? School? Decorate the whole Halloween town as a school. Instead of candy, you give out homework. That'd definitely be scary.
Good boy. 習ったことを忘れるなよ。お疲れ様でした。次も頑張りましょう。
What else? Let's think. I guess maybe they'd like offer the ideas of the decorations they put out in the last Halloween event that took place in Night Raven.
いい結果になりました。面白いレシピだ。ステイ。今日はここまで。お疲れ様でした。次も頑張りましょう。
I really have no idea what they'd what ideas they'd offer for a spooky Halloween.
勉強になります。いいですね。勉強になります。グッボーイ。習ったことを忘れるなよ。お疲れ様でした。次も頑張りましょう。
Huh.
頭に叩き込め。いい出来栄えです。
Yeah, they got used to the weirdness of Halloween Town way too quickly, in my opinion.
覗き込むと危ないです。先生のおっしゃる通り。
At least have a tiny bit of reaction, like a.
成功してしまいました。ステイ。今日はここまで。
Hey, we
お
made
疲れ様
the
でした。次も頑張りましょう。
mission thing.
頭に叩き込め。面白いレシピだ。
Yeah, but we're bound to encounter Oogie Boogie somehow, some way.
いい出来栄えです。
So I do wonder how that's gonna work out, how that's gonna
いい
happen.
結果になりました。渦潮のようです。
I probably really like three little kids.
習ったことを忘れるなよ。
I know they have names, I just can't think of their
お疲れ様でした。
names.
次も頑張りましょう。子犬ども始めるぞ。面白いレシピ
No, it's like three little kids are gonna come and steal Grim and bring Grim to the Oogie Boogie, and that's how we're gonna go there because we have to save Grim.
綺麗な石です。
Yeah, that sounds like it would happen.
励んでますね。
緊張感を楽しみましょう。
Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna work.
次はお行儀から教えてやろう。お疲れ様でした。次も頑張りましょう。 子犬ども始めるぞ。
I kind of want it to happen that way.
実に興味深い。没頭していました。
At the very least, it's plausible.
没頭していました。
今日はここまで。
お任せください。フロイドが心配です。ステイ。今日はここまで。 お疲れ様で
Yeah,
し
but I
た。
always did feel bad for Sally. Like, just let her live her life a little bit. No need to be so overprotective. Or controlling, whatever you want to call it. Alright, and we'll use the skip.
今日も楽しみましょうね。お疲れ様でした。次も頑張りましょう。
I'm gonna use the other three and then hope that we've gotten them all.
今日も楽しみましょうね。
Honestly, I don't even know what tray I'd use with that Jade.
頭に叩き込め。悪くありません。大釜をかき混ぜて。
They only have like one SSR tray, and that's the dorm tray.
綺麗な石ですね。願いを叶える石です。
Yeah, I really don't think I have a lot of trays.
次はお行儀から教えてやろう。
And I think that one duos with
お
Cater.
疲れ様でした。次も頑張りま
Which,
しょう。
speaking of Cater, I actually do need to level his cards up. Because I recently realized that I actually have a few cards that actually have like duos and stuff with him.
フロイドが心配です。
That I could actually, you know, make
綺
something
麗
out
な
of.
石ですね。 大釜をかき混ぜていい出来栄えです。次はお行儀から教えて。お疲れ様でした。次も頑張りましょう。
I know this is gonna sound crazy, because you know my history,
子
but
犬ども始めるぞ。かぐわしい
I might try for that Jamil SSR card that's gonna be released
細かい作
soon
業は
in
得
this
意で
event.
す。願いを叶える石です。
So I think no, no, I did look at the duos for the cards,
実に
and
興
I
味深い
forget who it was exactly. I think it was Bill, actually. Yeah, I think it's Bill. He has a duo with Bill,
次は
and I have a
お行儀
couple
から
good
教えて。
Bills. So I'm kind of like
お疲れ
that
様
would
でした。
actually that might actually be a good thing if I got him. So I might. I'm still debating. So well, let's see if we hit the goal. Here we go. Yep. Okay, we can at least go through this one and then we'll like stop. Alright, without further ado, let's hear from our Twisted Wonderland visitors. What, in your opinion, would be the best Halloween ever? I'll field this, Mr. Skellington. My idea of the best Halloween ever is... silence. Simplicity. Austerity. That is Halloween. Huh? I'm just as confused as they are. A silent, simple, austere Halloween. That's an intriguing suggestion. Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll take a moment to further elaborate. It's like my elaboration is, we're all dead. Like, wow, that's not where I thought this was going. Do you need help, Scully? First, Halloween should be nature by silence. True terror can only be found in silence so deep that you can hear your own heartbeats. Solemnly savoring one's isolation and fear in utter silence. That is Halloween. Interesting. I do like the potential elements of fear in a quiet, noiseless Halloween. If I may. What's Jake got to say about this? What is it? Forgive my interruption, but I question the reasoning of Scully's opinion that Halloween should be silent. Music is a vital element in crafting a frightening, delightful atmosphere that makes Halloween so distinct. October 31st only comes but once a year. It deserves to be celebrated in a lively manner, with fitting music. A lively manner, You would suggest making a spectacle out of it? I believe Halloween can stand on its own merits without the need of such things. The sea we call home. Music is an essential part of crafting a proper atmosphere. Interesting. I'm just thinking Little Mermaid and like they have all the little sea animals get together and they put on a little they make music. Now I'm just trying to see like Lloyd, Jade, and Azul like in place of the Little Mermaid in that one scene with music. I'm trying to imagine it. What I'm imagining so far is weird. Whether it's relishing to see itself, conveying love between paramours, or enjoying an event. We all express things through songs we sing. One cannot dismiss the importance of atmosphere building. Just so. Special days are deserving of special music to liven them up. Music enhances both the spine-tingling terror and the dancing delights of Halloween. That's an intriguing view as well. I beg to differ. Dancing? Such raucous displays are hardly in keeping with Halloween. Noise has no place in Halloween. I see. You had more to share, right, Scully? Yes. The second key aspect is simplicity. Dressing excessively on Halloween is the epitome of poor taste. Utterly unnecessary. Simplicity, You make it sound easy. But it requires a keen aesthetic eye. What might your idea of simplicity entail? Halloween is supposed to be somber and solemn. First, we must remove all the decorations. Then rooms should be painted pitch black to represent the night. Their only adornments will be a single pumpkin, its hollow interior lit with a flame that will be the only source of illumination in all night. Okay, it's very plain, but I kind of get where the spooky factor is in this idea. It's a empty room, painted black, no light coming in, with just a pumpkin there. That would certainly be unnerving. In doing so, people can experience a creeping kind of terror. That is Halloween. What's pitch black? Don't be ridiculous. You equate the color black with fear. You content yourself with such a basic, tacky idea? Tacky? Did you just call it tacky? I kind of agree with Vil. It would obviously be way more fitting to decorate with bright neons and metallic colors. Like put up signboards with bright colors and flashing rainbow letters. You gotta go all out. Signboards with bright lights and flat... I feel like he might like Vegas if he likes all this flashing lights and all this stuff. That's just as tacky. Don't confuse your ideas with mine. What? Much of what Felmir said eluded my understanding. But nonetheless, considering the holiday, Schoenheit speaks soundly. Many would find a uniformly black color scheme to be missing something. Incorporating festive colors like purple, orange, and green in Halloween activities has been a norm for about a century now. I agree that decorations should be festive in nature. A single color would hardly suffice. Such words carry even more weight coming from someone living in a practically colorless prison-like dorm. Agreed. He's just a good idea of how special an event Halloween is. At least they have some color. I was not expecting the same platitudes from you lovely people as those materialistic fools. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this either. Disappointed. Deeply disappointed. But it's not too late. I can still enlighten you as to what a proper Halloween should be. Surely that's the reason I was brought here. You know, there's a reoccurring theme here I can't help but notice. Yes. Scully's idea of Halloween seems to be quite different from ours. The Halloween he's describing sounds so serious, so drab. Like the opposite of fun. You said it. A monochrome Halloween versus a bright and colorful one. We have another distinct difference in opinion here. And the last thing you mentioned. Yes, Mr. Skellington? Austerity. Alright, I'll bite. What does this austerity entail? I'm glad you asked. Frugality would be another word for it. There's no place for revelry on a day meant to honor the afterlife. You should carry on with solemn and dignity. In fact, you should build character by eating even more modest fare than usual. All while pondering the day, you'll join the ghost yourself. He's got a very unique view. That is Halloween. I should have known this would be about food. Austerity on Halloween? That's hard to imagine. So your vision of Halloween wouldn't include feasting at a party? Certainly not. Indulging in a feast would distract people from contemplating the true meaning of Halloween. I guess you'd also minimize the candy and just hand out a few hard candies and chocolates? Candy? Why would you need candy on Halloween? What do you mean? Why? I bet Trey makes like his... He definitely makes like, for Halloween, homemade candies. Honestly, I'd love to try them. Because of trick-or-treating. You're familiar with that, right? Trick-or-treating? Oh! You're referring to the location used to get malicious ghosts to leave. No, what? I do agree that measures should be taken to deal with ghosts. Where are you from? There's no need for those measures to include candy of all things. Worry not. When we mages work together, no malicious ghost will be a match for us. Hence, we needn't sully Halloween by indulging in such frivolities. No candy on Halloween? That's setting people up for disappointments. Agreed. How are children supposed to enjoy Halloween without candy? I'll grant that Halloween treats started out as a means of returning malicious ghosts to the afterlife, whence they came from. But nowadays, there are countless children who eagerly look forward to those treats every year. You cannot remove them if you wish to craft a Halloween regarded as the best ever. It's true. And they're not just for kids. We'd enjoy it more with treats too. Even the people making the treats spend months brainstorming up good ideas for Halloween. Yes, I could see it. You do produce quite an intricately made Halloween treat. I definitely wouldn't want to miss out on a chance to eat good food. Food, you say? I can't say I've spared much thought for it before. Actually, if I could ask you a question, Jack? Do you and your friends eat? Actually, that's not a bad one. Did we ever see that in the movie? Huh? Come now, of course we do! Ah, of course, silly me. That's what I get for scrutinizing it too deeply, I suppose. I fail to see what the obvious is about. I fail to see what's obvious about it. What could a skeleton possibly need to eat from? For? So we've got another split opinion. This is proving tricky. Scully has a very unique way of thinking of what Halloween should be. It sounds very boring. Is Halloween. So, hey, I literally couldn't care less about music or decorations or food. And I actually agree with Scully's overall stance. But, one thing he said stuck out to me. Yeah, it was kinda hard to miss. Graves. What will you do about the ghosts? Simple. We can use our magic to wipe out any of the malicious ghosts personally. You're suggesting we wipe out the ghosts visiting our world for Halloween? Well, yes. Why do you all have such dour looks on your faces? Was it perhaps something I said? Unbelievable. The whole point of Halloween is that it's a day for the ghosts. Incredible. Uncivil doesn't even begin to describe it. What? Uncivil? Yes. Ghosts are the guests of honor on Halloween, and you would obliterate them by force rather than show hospitality? That would be utterly devoid of class. Are you calling me classless? I take umbrage at that remark. Good ghosts are one thing, but ghosts who engage in naughts but ill conduct spoil Halloween. Ghosts who disrupt Halloween for their own amusement are clearly evil. It's only right to punish reprobates. I mean, I guess given the situation. But maybe not obliterate them, at least send them back. You don't necessarily need to do that to a bad ghost. You can send them back. Pretty sure you're the only guy here who sees it that way. What? All you've presented so far are pedantic notions of what Halloween should be like. Don't you have any ideas for making Halloween actually enjoyable? No, not at all. The purpose of Halloween isn't to have fun. You can have fun and you can respect the dead on Halloween. You can do both. Okay, Scully. What is the purpose of Halloween in your view? To inspire bone-chilling terror. It's a time for us to reflect upon our actions and tone. That is the true spirit of Halloween. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Skellington? Good question. Which side are you on? Who, me? I like the sound of everything you've all proposed. It's fitting for Halloween to have a lot of different interpretations. That said, I'd like to do something different from the previous years this time around. Using music to enhance the horror is a great idea. We've never done that before. And using lots of different colors is also novel. Usually we stick to the same standard palette. Plus, I'd love to try making sweets. You've got to share some new recipes with us. So I think this year, we should make plans for a bright, festive, lavish Halloween. What? Not subtle as that, then. At least Jack's a flexible sort. The outcome was never in question. But Mr. Skellington, how could you say that? Was I mistaken? That can't be right. Is something the matter, Scully? No. It's nothing. If that's your decision, Mr. Skellington, then I shall abide. That's the most sensible thing to do, right? After all, Mr. Skellington must have some grand idea in mind. It seems Scully had to... What did he think Jack Skellington was like? Like, Jack Skellington's, like, version of Halloween was like? Anyway, looks like we're now up to a place where we might want to stop. And it's almost at the 2-hour mark, so that this feels like a good, a decent time. Like, sorry. But yeah. I guess I'll do those lessons and we'll get back to this next week. But yes, this did not go the way I thought it would go. So I guess we gotta introduce Scully to the joys of, like, a colorful Halloween. A less serious Halloween. Hopefully Scully won't, like, turn into, like... He won't turn on us and, like, become a bad guy. Will he? And try to destroy our Halloween thing? I wonder. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it. Shoulders. So yes, here we go. Hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, like I said, I'll get the lessons done. And then we'll continue on. Next week. And what else? I guess I can tell you the rest of the schedule for the week. Tomorrow we are gonna finish up Color X Malice. Yes, tomorrow will be the finale of the game. The entire game. So that's exciting. And then... So that's Thursday. And then Friday, we have an indie game. Oh gosh, I forget what it's called. Oh, I forget what it's called, but I have the schedule up on my Blue Sky. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. And if you want to, you know, join, love to have you. this, that. I also finally uploaded the entirety of the Playful Lands VODs in Twisted Wonderland to my YouTube. So there's that too. I'm actually really happy I accomplished that. I edited an entire series. So yes, now I need to work on other things. But yeah, that's available on my YouTube now. What else? What else? What else? Yeah. And that's about it. Yeah, I do things on my socials. Like I have a YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky is where I'm most active on. Other than Twitch. So if you want to check any of those out, go ahead. But yeah, I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else. Yeah, just leave it. wait. Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm probably forgetting something. I just can't think of what it is. But yeah, anyway, thank you for joining. For watching. And hope to see you join us in something else. And I hope you have a nice night, morning, evening, afternoon. And I'll hope to see you again. Alright, I'll be going now. Do some things. And then sleep.